what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
Like I said, it's going to be an abbreviated run. We're just going to go through real quick the standings of each division. We might do just a really quick glance at the teams. And we'll do some highlights. So let me pull my sheet up over here. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so Broken Jaw. Let's start here. Let's look at the leaderboard. After 2 weeks, we have Novcaster and S Hunter. Novcaster's Nurgle, S Hunter's High Elves. Tied at 2-0-0, so they're both undefeated still in the lead of the division. Still relatively early in the season, so we still got plenty of time for these to shake out a little bit differently, but that's where we're at right now. I had S Hunter finishing 4th and Novcaster finishing 5th overall, so right now they're definitely way above where I thought they would be. 3rd place is Tenkin in his Necro at 1-1-0, had him finishing 2nd overall. 4th place is the Undead of Orial, who I had finishing 3rd overall. He is in 4th place, and he is 1-1-0 or 0-1-1, sorry. And then the 2 Orc teams, Blog and Evil Smirk, bringing up the bottom of the pack at 0-0-2 both. I did have Evil Smirk finishing in last. I did have Blog finishing in 1st at 6-2-2. So he's already got his 2 losses. So for me to pull this one out the way I expected it, I need Blog to not lose any more this season. So not a very good chance there, I think, of me pulling this one out with the exact record anyway. But he could still get back in there and finish in 1st. So last week in their matches, Novcaster beat Vorial's Undead, I believe it was. Nurgle and Undead, right? Vorial's Undead. Yes, Undead. So Novcaster beat him 2-1. S Hunter beat Evil Smirk 1-0, and Tenkin beat Blog 1-0. So some good close matches there last week, it looks like. And we will just real quickly glance at all the teams, just see if there's anybody that's red from their last games. Looks like the Orcs here are still clean. Blog's Orcs. Looks like his roster is clean. Tenkin's Necro. See if he still has the Killer Wolf. He does. The Strength 5 Edge 4 Wolf. He does have a red zombie, though, who is Broken Neck. So he took an edge break in this last match, it looks like. We're just as week 2. After the finish of week 2. Week 3 just started today, so there are a couple of matches, I believe, playing tonight for week 3. But right now we're doing the league cast, which is the review of week 2, basically. The High Elves, S Hunter's High Elves. See if he's clean right now. He does have 1 red. It looks like it's either a miss next game or a niggle on a rookie lineman. It was a niggle. But it is a rookie lineman, so not too bad there for S Hunter. His High Elves, the Nurgle. His Beast of Nurgle took a red. Looks like it's probably just a miss next game. Don't know why it's not showing it. But it's showing him as not being able to play this game. He doesn't have any stat breaks, so I'm assuming it's either a niggle or a miss next game. I'm assuming a miss next game. But besides that, the Nurgle looked pretty good. And the Undead for Vorial. He did take a zombie that has a red on him as well, and it looks like it was a move break. So there were a few red hits this last week for a couple of these teams. So yeah, that's Broken Jaw right now. Going good, going strong. And we will finish that up and go to the next one. Fractured Skull. You're always paranoid I'm going to come in at the end of the stream and miss the excitement. No, I just got it started, Jebediah. Just got it started. All right, so Fractured Skull. after the first week, oh, it looks like the third match was done here. So after the second week, before the Reapers played their third match, they just finished. My Goblins were in sole possession of first place at 1-1-0. Oni's team was 1-0-1 at that point. But Oni has since played his match and beaten Manile and went to 2-0-1 and put Manile down to 0-2-1. In this division, I had Detox winning at 7-0-3 record. Right now, he's 1-0-1 and in fourth place. I had Swerve finishing second, and he is currently in third at 1-0-1, tied with Detox. I had Oni finishing third, and he is currently in first, but he has played his third week match, and nobody else has. And then I had Gunter finishing fourth. Currently, he's in dead last at 0-1-1. He was tied with Manile at 0-1-1, but Manile, or I'm sorry, he was 1 point behind Manile. Manile was 0-2-0. He just took his first loss. And then I had myself finishing in last. Or sorry, I had Manile finishing in fifth, which is where he's at currently, and I had myself finishing in last. This week I played Gunter's Chaos, so we'll see how that goes. If I can win, I'll take sole possession of first place back. If I draw, then Oni will have sole possession of first place. So last week's games, I pulled the 0-0 draw with Manile's Chaos. Swerve beat Gunter's Chaos 2-0, and Detox beat Oni's Chaos 3-2. Hey, Trunkhead. I did, but that's because of who that Lizard coach is. That Lizard coach is a very good Lizard coach. In fact, he's won the division, the Premier Division, or Premier League, the last 4 seasons with that Lizard team. He plays Lizards very well. He knows how to play them. So that's why I picked him. So, teams. We'll go over the teams real quick. Detox's team after his second match sees him with a missing Crocs now. He lost his Crocs the last match to a death. He does have enough to replace him, and I would fully expect him to replace him for this next match. But he'll have all 6 Saurus and then 4 Skinks to go with him. Lots of red, but he'll have a full team going into his next match once he rebuys the Crocs. Swerve's Chaos after 2 matches. Looks like he has a couple red going into his next matchup. And his matchup is against Detox, I think, right? Yes. So, Beastman for Swerve, who is just a miss next game, so no red on him. And a block Beastman here, who is just a miss next game. So Swerve has a couple that he'll be missing for this next game, but nothing permanent from those 2 Beastmen. Manile, who just finished his 3rd game, so his team's going to be beat up even worse. He's still at 8. He's just trying his hardest to get back to 11 at this point. He's got all 4 Chaos Warriors and 4 Beastmen. No rookies at this point on the Beastmen, though, just the 1 rookie Chaos Warrior. So his team is beat up pretty bad. Gunter's Chaos, who is the team that I'll be playing this week, has a 30-player Beastman that's red. Oops, hit the wrong guy. There it is. 30-player Beastman that is red, who is just a miss next game. I know he did lose 2 Chaos Warriors to death last game. And then he's got a Chaos Warrior here who took a move break in this last game. So he is move 4 now. So that is nice. I will miss that Claw Chaos Warrior. I will have to play against this Claw, though, and that Claw. So he's got two Strength 4 Claw pieces. One that's Edge 2 with the Chaos Warrior, but he is dodged. He does have all 4 Chaos Warrior going into this game. So he did rebuy the rookie Chaos Warrior. But he's only going to have 2. No, he'll have 3 since he replaced the Chaos Warrior with the rookie. But no Minotaur, it looks like. Nope. So, be an interesting match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He'll have a rookie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he'll have a rookie at 60K, which will put him at 1440. So he won't be giving me as much as I would like, but he will be giving me some. And then Oni's Chaos team after his third match. Looks like he did take a red in that game to his block guard Beastman, which was just a miss next game. But again, this is after his third match, remember, so he's already played 3. And then we got my Goblins. Going into their week 3 match against Gunter, I have a full roster. So, good there. And 970, and he's giving me 1440, I said. So, I will have 470 to spend. So, that will not mean, or that means I will not get Morg or Ripper most likely. Because I think we're at Gunter Stadium. We are, so I won't have 50K less. So I'll probably go with a different scenario and go with the Trolls. I might still take Ripper. We'll see, but should be a fun match there. All right, now groin strain. I had Sirens Orcs finishing first at 7-1-2. He is currently tied for first at 2-0-0, so he's still got a good chance to make good on that prediction. Had Loop finishing second with his Orcs. He's currently in last, a tie for last with Delavis at 0-0-2. Delavis I had finishing third. Again, he's tied for last now at 0-0-2 with his Lizards. Had Arabi in fourth, and Arabi is currently in third by himself with a 1-1-0 record. Had Limbocha in fifth, and he is currently tied for first with a perfect 2-0-0. And then I had Shushnik's Goblins finishing last, and he is currently in fourth with an 0-1-1 record. He is actually ahead of Delavis's Lizards and Loop's Orcs. So, after 2 weeks, let's take a look at all of the teams real quick. Delavis has got a couple red on his roster, and it looks like they're both Source. So let's see. Oh, it looks like they may have both taken move breaks too. Oof. Oh, no, this one already had the move break. He took a niggle, though. So that Mighty Blow Block Guard Source is now niggled. And then this Source took the move break. So now he's got 2 move 5 Source. Both of his Mighty Blow Block Guard Sources are move broke, and one is niggled as well. So his team's starting to take some hits and take some red. Sirens Orcs. Looks like he is clean for this next week 3 match. Limbocha's Dwarves. His roster's clean for his week 3 match. Orabi and his Chaos. Looks like he has 1 red, and it's a Dodge lineman who took a niggle. But other than that, his roster looks pretty clean. A couple of strength boosts there. Loop's Orcs. Looks like his roster is clean for his next match. And finally, the Goblins of Shushnik. Ooh, he's got a couple of Goblins missing. He's got a regular Goblin and his Bomber, both missing this game. The regular Goblin looks like he took a move break. Yep. And the Bombardier either is just missed next game or took a niggle. He took a niggle. So it looks like he'll only have a 12-man roster going into his next match. And Shushnik plays Loop. Delvis plays Arabi. And I'm sorry, Limbocha. And Siren and... No, that's Limbocha. Sorry, that is Arabi. Siren and Limbocha, the 2-2-0 teams, play each other. So that might be a matchup of the week next week. Matchup between the 2 first-place teams. We'll have to keep an eye on that. And then finally, the last division, Smashed Hand. I had McLean winning the division at 6-2-2. He's currently in first at 2-0-0, tied with Angior. So McLean's Orcs doing good. I had Acropolis's Orcs finishing in second. He's currently in fifth at 0-1-1, tied with Uldrig. I had Uldrig finishing third, who, as I just mentioned, is currently tied at fifth at 0-1-1 with his Chaos Tours. I had Nefarious's Lizards finishing fourth, and he is currently in third at 1-0-1. And I had Angior finishing in fifth. He is the team tied with McLean currently for the lead. And I had Chonkus's Lizards finishing last at 0-2. That's where I had him finishing last. He is sitting in last at 0-2. So let's take a look at these 6 teams real quick. The Lizards of Chonkus has got a lot of red on his team, but he's got a full roster going into his Week 3 match. I don't think anybody's played here yet, no. And then Nefarious's Lizards. Recovering after his Week 1 match. He took it pretty hard his Week 1 match, but he did come back for the win last week. Looks like he's going to have an almost full roster. He does have a miss next game on a skink, but that's it. And it's just a rookie skink, so his Lizards are looking pretty good. Acropolis's Orcs. He does have a red out for this game. Probably just a miss next game, it looks like. I wonder why it's not showing the red cross icons on the big guys. That's the second one now that didn't show it. Huh, that's weird. And then McLean's Orcs with no ogre on, or no troll on his team. His team is completely green. No red, good to go. Angior's Necro. Looks like he's got a zombie that's red. May have taken a move break here. He did, so he's got a move break. And last but not least, Uldrig's Chaos. Chaos Dwarves, sorry. I stand corrected. He has a full roster going into this next week, and he has a Bull Centaur yet to level. His Strength 5 Bull Centaur. Man, it's a nice bull. And he's got tackle as well. Sorry about that, guys. So, that is a look at the divisions and the teams. We will take a quick look here at the... There we go. Let me pull this over here. Actually, no, we'll leave it over here. That's good. Let me do this now. We're going to take a look at the betting cages and the survivor board here real quick. Give me just a second. Oh, that's capturing a specific window. Crap. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so let's actually get rid of that. There, and then let's add a new one that is going to be a monitor. Maybe. Oh, there we go, display. And we'll see if that'll play out there. I don't know if it will or not. All right, so let's see if that will work through. All right, so we have, 1 second again. All right, there we go. So after week 2, in week 2, Gunter made a big jump, winning the week with 9 correct. His only 2 misses were picking Nefarious over McLean, and McLean won that. And picking Arabi over Shushnik, that ended up being a tie. And then the third one was Oni He picked Oni to beat Detox, and Detox won that. He did pick me and Manile to tie correctly. That was the only one to pick that one right. So congrats to him on that. So he takes a firm lead after a great week there. He takes a 1 point lead, not firm, but a 1 point lead early over Acropolis, who's sitting in second at 13. And then closely behind, within 4 points, is Uldrig, and then Siren, Evil, and Limbocha, and then Lupin McLean. So a good win there for Gunter in week 2. That will earn him some Iron Death marks. And then in Survivor, we had several people pick half points wrong. He chose himself to lose, yeah. Yep, he did. In Survivor, we have several people that got a half a point wrong on the Orabi-Manile matchup. Or the Orabi matchup and the Manile matchup, because Manile ended up drawing. And then those that picked Voreal wrong had a full point on that one. But you can see there was a lot that picked Manile and Orabi there that ended up getting some points lost there. One guy took Delavis, Oni, and took a point loss on that. So some definite hits in Survivor this week, but most of them were half-point losses. We do have one coach out already, and that's Manile, because he didn't make any picks in week 2. So he is already out of Survivor. And if we go look at the standings, you can see that right here. He is in 21st place. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coaches with 2 losses already. So one more loss or 2 half losses will put them out. And then we have 2 coaches at 1.5, which means they can handle a loss and a draw. We have 3 coaches at 1, which means 2 straight up losses would put them out. We got 3 coaches at 0.5, so they could take a full 2 losses and still be safe for another week. And we have 3 coaches at 0. So congrats to them. Good job for picking through 2 weeks safely without picking anything wrong. And that is the Survivor League and the betting pages after 2 weeks. Now, last thing we're going to look at here is highlights. We had one coach in there, or submit a highlight here, and that was Oni. And he is in Fractured Skull. So let's go to Oni's team, go to History, and it should be in week 2 against D-Town Doughboys. Pull this replay up and watch, and he says... Oh, wait a minute. This might be his week 1. He says, my first premier game. So, am I wrong, Oni? Was it your very first game, or was it your game against Detox? We'll look here, and we'll go to turn 8 and see if this is what you were talking about. If not, we'll open the other one up and look at it. Alright, so let's get to turn 8. That's what I wanted. We want to go back a little bit here. Alright, so the Lizards are finishing their turn 8 here. Frenzies piles on. Doesn't break. Got this Lizard here to mark up the Chaos Warrior. And the Diving Tackle marks up the Chaos Warrior as well. That Lizard comes over and marks up that Beastman. Alright, so Oni coming in here. Gets the 3-die on the skink. Looks like he's going to get a blitz here to push him off. Nope, just straight up hits him. So it's 1-0 right now currently for the Lizards. Blitz is there. Oh, he's going to hand off to this guy, I guess. Gets the break there. Just a stun, no. Oh, he piles on. Does he get the cross on him? Nope, another KO. So I'm guessing he's going to hand off to this beastman here. Yeah, he re-rolls, hands off. And he's got to make a go for it. And he makes it for the touchdown. So I'm guessing that's probably not the highlight play he was talking about. That's a pretty general play there. Nothing too super exciting about that. So we'll load up his week 1 game and see if that's the one that he was talking about. That is what he said in his post, so we'll go check that out and see. I just assumed it was during week 2 that he was talking about. So this would have been his week 1 against Swerve. Oh, and I can't watch the replay any longer. It's too far out. So we will not get to see that replay. Unfortunately, sorry about that, Oni. Need this for anybody that's going to submit replays. We need to have them submitted during the week that they happen, or the replay file goes out of play after. I think it's after 10 days or maybe 2 weeks. I don't remember. 14 days, and then I won't be able to see them and get to them. So, if you want to submit a replay for a highlight, make sure it's one of the current week game that we're reviewing that week, like we reviewed week 2 this week. So we should be able to see any replays from week 2. So that one's not even showing up. Neither's that one. There we go. We got that. Oh, that's because those were his in-between season stuff that he bought with his Iron Death Marks and his reset match. But you can see all these old ones. You can't see the replay anymore because they get replaced. So, sorry, Oni. We will not get to see that highlight, unfortunately. But thank you for submitting it, and hopefully next time we'll be able to get that in there for you. So, that is that. Let's just see real quick before we shut down here. Let's just go in and see if there's any other premiere matches going on. There is. S Hunter and Novcasters playing currently. Let's just pop in real quick and get a quick live look in and see how this match is going. Looks like we're in turn 11, and it looks like the High Elves are up 1-0. And looks like they're about to score again. I'm assuming they were on defense first and got a defensive touchdown. And they're on offense here, and they're about to score on their offensive half. Re-rolls the failed dodge there. Wanted to make sure he kept this guy protected. Failed the first dodge, but made the second. Makes a dodge out there. Makes a dodge out there. And fails that dodge. Does not break himself, though. Alright, we'll check that out here in just a second for y'all. Whenever you have a highlight like that that you think would be a good one to show or to highlight, send me a PM on Discord or in the forum, either one. And just tell me the turn in the match, and then I'll highlight it and check it out during the LeagueCast. Let's see if the Nurgle can hurt him at all, and then once the Elves score, we'll go ahead and shut this down because he'll be up 2-0 then. So it looks like they'll take the easy win at that point, unless something really crazy happens in the last 5 turns. Yes, McX is Voreal. I'm not hating on the elves. I'm not hating on the elves. Yep, they are one and the same, S Hunter. Huh. Surprised he was not using him to foul. Unless maybe he's... So there's the blitz. Does him no good. Unless maybe he's tempting S Hunter to do some hits there and potentially turn over block dice. Two different wrestles. I know what I would do right now if I was S Hunter, but I'm not going to say that because he's in watching. Gutsy on the dodge there. If he 1-1s the dodge, he turns over. That's alright, S Hunter. You can stay in. Gets a hit there on the Rodder. That's what I would have done. I would have moved that guy up there like he did. But instead of dodging out and blitzing with him, I would have blitzed with him and then moved him over to get the assist on him. Once you take this Rodder down, and then just score. I wouldn't have worried about dodging or picking anybody else up. I would have just done it that way and not even messed with anything else. The fewer dice you roll, the better. But I'm also a greedy bastard, so... Absolutely a greedy bastard. Well, somebody's getting very greedy. Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at it the wrong way. I apologize. I thought he was scoring that way, but he's not. He's scoring this way. Or is he? I don't know which way he's going. I bet that I thought the thrower was down here to score on his own, but he was probably, yeah, he's going this way. This is his backfield. So the thrower was just playing the backfield back here, playing keep away. So my fault on that. I was looking at the field the wrong way. I should have been looking this way. Yeah, so definitely not a bad play there at all by what he was doing. I was absolutely looking at it the wrong way. All right, sorry guys, I was just answering a PM over on the other monitor. Sweet! Ah, what's a furry? Thanks for the subscription, dude. Appreciate that. Very cool of you to do that, man. 4 months in a row. Nice. Let's get some love in the chat for what's a furry. No, nobody's dead yet, unfortunately. And I'm pretty sure I haven't given you any of these, so we're just going to give you for all 4 that you've done here. Let's add what's underscore a underscore furry. And it'll be 300. Make sure I spelled that right. Yep, okay. I'm pretty sure I didn't give you any of yours for your first 3 subscriptions because I kept forgetting to do it for people. I just remembered here lately. Alright, so now I bet we see the high L score not stall out any longer. Ah, no problem, Voltron. No problem at all. Glad to help you. I can see how you would be worried about losing all that. I would be too. But you won't, absolutely. The only way you would is if they reset the match. As long as they don't do that, you'll get everything you earned in-game. Plus, you'll get the double MVPs, and you get double gold. And you'll get... What was the score before he conceded? If it wasn't at least a 2-touchdown difference, you'll get a random touchdown to make it a 2-touchdown difference. So, like, if it was 1-0 when he conceded, then they'll make it 2-0, and you'd get a random touchdown. And the game should have done that for you once he conceded. No, he's going to continue to try to stall here. 1-0, yeah. So the game should have made it 2-0. TBBL, McX. Yeah, that's exactly what I would have expected. Voltron, that's what it should have done. Ooh, no yellow there. That could make things a little bit interesting. Could. We'll see. Ah, he blocks up that way. Okay. Dodge out from the thrower there. Ooh, another dodge. He fails first one, but makes it with the dodge reroll. Makes it go for it. Oh, fails the second go for it. I would not expect him to re-roll it. Oh, he does. Oh, he double fails to go for it. Uh-oh. Ah, he didn't hurt himself, though. The armor roll is safe. Only a 3. All right, let's see if the Nurgle can pull anything off here or not. Yeah, he does. And there's only 3 turns left, so no reason not to re-roll it. I thought it was still like turn 12 or something. I've missed a couple turns while I was answering the PM and talking and everything else. Nov's still got 2 rerolls. Could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to hit. If he gets the POW, great, he follows up. If he doesn't, he could go here to get the assist to do a 1 die to try to get the tackle in on the dodge piece here. Oh, he fails to go for it there. Gotta reroll that, yep. Oh, and he double ones the reroll or the go for it himself. Wow. That will definitely give the Elves a chance to stall out another turn here, I think. So both coaches in the turn on the turnover with a 1-1 on the go for it. Oof. That's pretty ugly. That is pretty ugly. Yeah, my GFIs this morning in my OCC match were pathetic. The dice log said I was 6 of 16, but I think it was worse than that. Still, even at that, 6 of 16 is like 38% fail on go for it's. And I had at least 2 that were 1-1s. Might have even had 3 that were 1-1s. So that's why I think I had more than 6, because I know I at least had 2 that were 1-1s to end a turn. And I think I may have 3. And if I did have 3 1-1s, then I know I had way more than 6, because I had at least 2 or 3 turns where I failed the first one but then made the second one on either the reroll or a sure feat. But yeah, GFIs definitely suck. That is for sure. Yeah, I don't think it does, McX. And I know the dice log is always incomplete on almost everything that it shows. It doesn't show the full log of all blocks, which could be the same thing. It might not show those that are re-rolled. Like the double skulls that get re-rolled into. No, it does. It does show re-rolls there. I think. I can't remember now. I think it does. I think it shows the re-rolls and which one you took. Ooh, failed the dodge, but made it on the dodge skill. So elves are going to be able to stall out again here. Definitely ensure the win. Unless somehow the Chaos can figure out a way to get that ball out right now and keep them from getting the win. That would require some crazy dodging, though. And getting a POW on the ball carrier. Got a blitz here with the claw piece on a rookie. Gets the POW. See if he can claw him to death. Claw mighty blow hit coming up with pylon. No break originally. I imagine he piles on. Yep. And the pylon breaks. And just a KO. So S Hunter skates away from another potential cross there. Makes both go for it to at least make him have to make the dodge out. Or a potential blitz to push him off. Makes the go for it there to mark him up. So he's going to make S Hunter make some rolls here, which is good. I imagine he does 2 go for it's with this guy and gets down here. Yep. Exactly. So he's at least going to make S Hunter roll some dice here. So a double 1 on a dodge would be very large. Nope, he makes the dodge easily. All right, so we'll quit watching from here. Since we know S Hunter has secured the win for sure. And then we'll kick in real quick and we'll check out Vorial's highlight that he asked about, or talked about. Broken jaw. And you said your week 2 match, right? Turn 7. Highlight, check out turn 7 of your match this week. It was epic. All right. Teams. Voreal. History. Turn 7. There it goes. While that's loading up, we know that Oni beat Manile. So we can do that. All right, turn 7. Oh. So it looks like it's 1-0 Voreal already. Fails the first pickup, gets the second pickup, so it's going to go to Voreal's turn 7 here. Oof, an injured zombie there right before he starts his turn 7. That's where he lost the point and move. So it looks like the Nurgle, we're getting ready to go for a quick score here to make it 2-1. Let's see what the undead have in store for them. Fails Dauntless, but gets the 1-die yellow anyway. Ooh, and breaks him. Good zombie there, only a stun though. Gets the yellow there. Marks the Beastman. Gets a push there. Frenzy's in, skull. Oh, dead. Oh, and he failed. Oof. Okay, so what was so epic about that turn? The fact that you had a dead white? Or am I missing something? You did say turn 7, right? You said if you want to see a highlight, check out turn 7 of my match this week. Oh, it might not have been your turn 7. It might have been his turn 7. Or a combination of both. The fact that he killed your white. Oh, this is how a game is lost. Ah, gotcha. So I think it's more on his turn 7 than it sounds like. Okay. Oh, you messed up your frenzy? Yeah. You forgot you had frenzy? Or you just didn't plan for it correctly? Didn't see the guard, so you remembered you had it, you just didn't plan for it correctly because you didn't see the guard. Gets the yellow. Did everything you could to stop him, but he's going to easily... Oh, he lightning bolts you. I figured he just would have blitzed with that guy to get you off there, but he decides to just lightning bolt. And then goes ahead and scores. Yeah, that was a pretty bad frenzy. And you killed yourself and it stuck. Oof. That's nasty. Oh, and he Nurgle rots him, doesn't he? Or doesn't Nurgle rot, whatever it is. That was rough. I'll give you that one. You were probably cussing yourself pretty good when that happened, I imagine. Alright, so... that match is going to be over here in a little bit, the Yes Hunter match, which is going to put him at 2-0. Or put him all the way up to... sidestep, dive, tackle. That's why he lightning bolted. Yep. Okay, that makes sense. So that will give S Hunter the win and put him alone in first place for that that division. Since the other team that was with him was that was tied with him is the team that he just beat, so he'll take sole possession there. So that will be the end of the streamcast or the league cast here for week 3. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, week 2, episode 3. That's what I should have said. I am going to keep streaming, but I don't know if I'm going to do Blood Bowl or not. I'm definitely going to be stopping the streamcast because we're probably over an hour already, or close to it. But anyway, that'll be it for the league cast for this week. It was a shorter version. Wasn't planning on watching that much of the match of the live look-in, but that's all right. We'll leave it on there. It's always fun to get a little bit of a live look-in. So thanks for getting on and watching, everybody. We will have a hopefully better, more in-depth episode next week once my life is back on the semblance of a normal scale. And we'll definitely have a full hour there of doing the full league recap and looking at everything. But for now, that will be it for this episode of the Goblin Premier League cast. We will see everybody next Monday. Have a good week and good luck in your premier matches this week, guys. And I am going to end the recording there for the league cast.
Lo, there do I see my father. Lo, there do I see my mother and my sisters and my brothers. Lo, there do I see the line of my
people, back to the beginning.
Lo, they do call to me. They bid me take my place among them.